Good morning, good morning. I hope everybody is doing well. It's Dr. Crypto here, and I'm here with another update for Crypto.com and CRO because we've had some new updates. But before we get into that, we're just going to have a quick cover the FOMC meeting, what happened yesterday with Jerome Powell. But overall, Bitcoin dropped down from 43,000 down to $42,112. So not really any kind of major movement or anything like that, really, in terms of Bitcoin. The market cap at the moment is still sitting in from yesterday at 1.6 trillion. So nothing major has happened. Bitcoin at the moment is still in that, basically in that channel. But it's like an elastic band, isn't it? It's like it's stretching and stretching and stretching. And at some point, it's got to give. You've got to let go of that elastic band, and that's what's going to happen. I don't know if we're going to go back down to the downside and test around the 35,000 mark area, or are we going to start shooting back up to that 49, 50,000 and beyond, which I was expecting to happen. But, you know, at the moment, we're just going sideways action. There's nothing major that's happened. But I think what's going to happen is, I really do think, because don't forget, we've got the halving in a couple of months coming up, we might get a little bit more of a push to the downside and then move straight back up after the halving. That's what my thoughts are at the moment. So for me, we're still in that greed. We're still coming to the greed. So last week was 52, yesterday was 60, and greed is actually going up. People are really getting still greedy. I still was thinking that we're still going to get this like a pullback, which actually might just shock the market and put fear into people, and then obviously move back up. Then we could get that, because history says normally we'll pre-halving, we'll get like some sort of dump. We have been pushing down gradually, but not massively, not enough to cause fear. So will we get that? We could get that at any point in time. But, you know, if we don't, then obviously history doesn't always have to repeat. You know, we might not get a pullback. We might have just had this pullback now, and we're just going to sideways and then ready to rock it up. But because at the moment on the rainbow chart, we're starting to tick up now, getting closer to that still cheap. So we're in the accumulation zone. It looks like we're moving away from the buy area. So we're still in that accumulation, getting up to that still cheap, and then hopefully we start to make our way up, because a lot of us have just been accumulating, waiting for this big pull up. Was, like I said, this accumulating, start getting a bit fed up and thinking, well, I'm running out of money. People are running out of money to accumulate. That's the thing, especially retail like ourselves. You know, if you're a multimillionaire, it's probably a little bit different. But for a lot of people, we're starting to probably run out of money, or have run out of money. So people are waiting for these pushes up to the upside. But like I said, we could get a dump, but we could get a pump. It's either way. So we could say, like I said yesterday, we had the Jerome Powell FOMC meeting, and basically the summary of it came out with there was no proposal to cut rates this meeting. And number two, I would not say we have achieved a soft landing yet. It doesn't look like we're going for a hard landing. I don't think it's like the rate cuts are going to come in March. Some people are expecting it was going to be March. It looks like, obviously, the data's not coming out to what they want at the point. They're going to get some more data to come in to give them more confidence in what their decision is going to be in terms of, in terms of cuts. But don't forget, like, you know, in terms of economists, and they always look, not now, they'll look 6 months in front. So, you know, could we start getting these cuts later on in the year, you know, June, July, that kind of way, or May, or something like that? It'll take a couple of years for wages to normalise. The fight against inflation still has a way to go. There's still a lot of geopolitical issues out there which could cause inflation to rise. So obviously they're waiting to see for all that data to come in to give them confidence in terms of, right, okay, let's start cutting. And that. So it's definitely not going to happen in March. Could it happen in, you know, mid-year or something like that? Looking for inflation to settle 2%. They want to get that target. He said that all the way through. 2% is the target. Some people are just saying, why can't you just go to 3%? But he's got it in his mind. The committee, 2% is their target. So the Fed is pushing back on rate cut hopes. You know, it was a bit hawkish, I felt. But, you know, understandably, from his point of view. But Powell just blatantly said that he doesn't think March rates cut slightly. March fell 1% on the sentiment continues to drift lower. The Fed is still taking the data dependent. Like I just said, it's all about the data, all the data that's coming in. So, like I said, it's not giving them what they want at the moment. They're just waiting for all that data, because we had the job reports where actually jobs in America had risen. They were hoping it was going to come down. Obviously the markets want jobs to come down. That's what they like to see. But the economy, we are starting to see job losses happen, especially in the banking sector. And that, So, but anyway, more on a positive news. We've got Paolo Andro of Teva. Great, basically, the more profitable at the moment than Goldman Sachs. And it gives you a rundown. Profit this quarter was 2.85 billion, of which 1 billion in net operation profits, mainly US T-bill interest, 1.85 billion from gold and Bitcoin holdings. Total profit of 2023, 6.2 billion. So that's nothing to be sniffed at. There was a lot of FUD over this bear market about these guys. But I tell you what, like I said, they're more profitable than Goldman Sachs. And that says a lot. That says to do everything right, and that, which is really, really bullish for Bitcoin. And like I said, we've been seeing the printers, and more printing we see in terms of Tether. Like we had that 1 billion the other day. When we start coming into this really bull market, really getting in the thick of it, you'll start to see a lot more printer happening in that. So, but let's get on to Kronos. What's been happening on to Kronos? Kronos is basically just sitting at just above 8 cents at the moment. So we're just on the day up 17%. Volume is down on 25%, because obviously Bitcoin had that pullback. Nothing really exciting, too much happening in the old space at the moment. We're getting some of these drops happening. This like Jito, what happened, and things like that have been happening. So at the moment, CRO, it's just been following the market, really. A lot of alts have dropped down, and we can see here on Banter Bubbles, if we refresh this on the hourly, it's just, starting to become a lot more greener at the moment. But us today, more red. Over the week, it was just a lot of mixture, like Ronin up 27%, IMX 8%, Teo 28%, Mina 15%. So lots of things positive happening. That's why we're sort of like probably in the greed section at the moment. But on the daily, it's looking a little bit more redder. But Jupe is down 70% from its drop that happened. So, but overall, Kronos is just holding tight. It's dropped down a little bit. Not concerned at all. Some people might accumulate a bit more, but overall, looking good. So, what is happening with the crypto.com at the moment? Well, we know previously that they've started to increase all the benefits for the CroFam holders and people who stake and on the earn and such like, and increasing referrals, so lots of things. And they did keep to the promise. They did stay in the bear market. When we start getting into that bull market, things will start to change. And we know we're starting to get more people into crypto and such like. So what has been happening? So we got a tweet today now regarding the debit cards, which is really, really great news. Is basically you can now enjoy even more lifestyle benefits and rewards from crypto.com Visa card. Up to 5% uncapped spending rewards, premium subscription rebates, private tiers. On top of Spotify, Netflix rebate, airport lounge access, and more. And we can say here, enjoy up to 3% months uncapped Crow reward from the Ruby Steel, Royal Indigo and Jade Green. Up to 12 months of X Premium, that's a new one, subscription rebate for the Icy White, Rose and Gold and Obsidian. So I like that one. I haven't actually liked them yet. So I like and repost. So learn more about rewards and benefits at crypto.com. So we can see here people are saying excited updates from crypto.com on the Visa card, offering a host of lifestyle benefits, rewards. Great to see more options for integration of crypto into everyday life in the same spirit of offering more crypto. I saw pre-sale is live today. So basically if you just click on here and have a quick check. So we've got it on here. So regarding awards, but because I'm in the UK, it looks like I'm not too sure if we're going to get the rewards or not. So I'm not too sure which countries these are going to be entitled to. Let me know in the descriptions below. It doesn't look like in the UK we're going to get this. It's just like it's actually just like this one here. We haven't had this one yet, so hopefully it might come into the UK. But let me know in the comments below. Is it in the EU yet? Has anybody heard about it actually being available in the UK? Let us know down in the comments below, because it doesn't look at this. It doesn't look like this is inside the for the UK. I don't see anything on here regarding, in terms of X or anything like that. So any increases? No, nothing yet. So let us know down in the comments. But Eric says here, increased benefits for crypto.com, new and upgrade users. Let's have a look, see if there's any comments on here regarding Francis says for new upgrades, Crowfram, Eric, unlimited cashback, 3 months. I don't see anything in here. What about existing users? No, nothing yet at all. But yeah, it's like I said, nothing on here. It hasn't updated on here for the UK, so maybe that'll be coming in the days or weeks ahead. I'm not too sure, so hopefully we'll get some updates on that. But like Crypto.com, Chris, the CEO, he promised in the bear market that we will start to see these benefits starting to return, with new benefits coming along. So it's great to see that Crypto.com have kept to their words, and they are doing this. And, I'm not grumbling. I'm an IC white holder. I've got lots of CRO. I'm going on holiday soon. I've got the lounge access. That's all. I get myself in for free and one other in for free. My wife got the Royal Indigo, and she could go in there for free as well. All we've got to do is pay for one child, because we've got 2 children. Just got to pay for one more child, and that's it in the airport lounge. It's a right big savings. It saves us a lot of money. And like I said, for the IC Whites, for the lounge, it's unlimited. And you get the Spotify, Netflix, and everything else with it as well. So, better than, if people moan about it, I don't know what to say, because you don't get any of this with banks, with your debit cards. I don't anyway, unless there's something else going on there I don't know about. But, overall, mega bullish on CRO, absolutely bullish. Like I said, I really do think conservative, we're going to $1 plus in this when we start going parabolic. So, yeah. All exciting. Any kind of big dips, I'll be buying. So, yeah, stay safe out there. And basically, have a great day. Give us a like and give us a thumbs up and give us a subscribe. It's always much appreciated. And I shall see you soon in the next video. Take care.